and Katie O'Brien Wolf. Said hey, Bo and Casey.
Uh-oh.
Aww. Love that.
But you can go ahead.
All right, Nate, why don't you jump right in?
No jingle?
Do we get a jingle? Is the jingle
we get-
happening
yeah.
online?
You wouldn't hear them if I played them. We'll get that fixed
Okay,
for
so
next
no
time.
jingle.
John, I'm going to need you to see my jingle.
This is supposed to be in town.
Say the last part. What's the last part? Yeah. Okay, there you go.
It's
All right,
Nate's
so people keep on asking, what's that going next to Publix? That is the new VA clinic. It broke ground last week after nearly 3 years of planning and site selection. If you remember, it originally got turned down, I think, by planning and zoning, and then the city council overruled. This is going to be huge. Pear Orchard Road, just off Ring Road, so it's right near the Publix area. Expected to open spring or summer of 2027. I'd say probably summer, or maybe late spring, because this thing is massive. Like, Publix it's bigger than Publix, the main Publix itself. The main Publix itself is about 56,000 square feet. This thing's 62,000 square feet, making it 3 times bigger than the one already at Fort Knox VA Clinic. Reminder, that is staying open. Fort Knox is not closing. I think it's Robley Rex, I don't know how it's pronounced. The one in Louisville, staying open. This is just more service. The facility will offer primary care, mental health, radiology, laboratory services, pharmacy, which is huge, physical therapy, audiology, optometry, and multiple specialty clinics. Expected to employ 120 to 150 people, so this isn't just services, but this is jobs for people in the area, jobs for people coming in. Economic impact, it's Rachel will enjoy this one. Me throwing some numbers there. $408,000 annually in local property taxes, plus occupational tax revenue. And it's going to serve veterans throughout Hardin, Fort Knox, Meade, and surrounding central development costs has not been, because obviously I've heard it's going to change. So that broke ground last week. That was huge. They had a ceremony. I was not here. I was not around for that. All right, next I think Wawa. I like Wawa.
My kids are so excited.
Don't get me wrong. I like my quick trips these, but I love Wawa. Will be some Wawa. So Wawa has announced, let me find it again, has announced its opening date. It is official now. All right, so Wawa media release, which I didn't see, but got it anyway. The first ever Wawa convenience store, deli, gas station. I think that's probably the best way to of it. But that's what I would call it. A really nice gas station with a kick-ass deli. Okay.
Yep.
Wawa subs are good. Hardin County's first ever Wawa is going to open 8 a.m. Wednesday, July 29th. Granted, this is the grand opening. Don't be shocked if they have a soft opening, but this is just a grand opening celebration, which sometimes we see people open and then have a celebration later on. It's 8 a.m. Wednesday, July 29th at 2500 Ring Road. If you don't know where that's at, that's Cool Springs, Meade, Jalisco on that corner. I do have, if you go to my page, I do have the full press release. We have all sorts of stuff. So Wawa's coming. And in more gas station news, which why talk about one gas station when I can talk about 2? The Kroger gas is now open at Kroger Marketplace, across from the Hardin County offices. It's the new Kroger. The new Kroger opens next week. I will not be here for that. I bet one of you all will stop by before I do. I will be somewhere in the Caribbean when it opens. But the new Kroger gas opened last week as well. I think prices were $3.19. Pretty good for this area.
Yep.
So that's open as well. And well, the biggest news of the week, which shockingly, 194,000 views, which I did not see this one coming, being that big. But people are excited about Sevenbrook. I was eating out. Courtney and I usually eat breakfast. Usually Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, because we're not sit down breakfast people too much. So we were out Saturday morning, I think, and I looked around and I said, "There's a Sevenbrook there." I was not there yesterday. We drive around the Wendy's, and there's 3 people that work there. They're taking videos, snapping pictures. I was like, "Tell me I'm not crazy." Somebody said, "Well, I've seen your post." Like, fair. Did I tell you that wasn't there yesterday? I said, "No, it just came in. We watched it." So they apparently brought it on a semi, 2 different semis, and then brought a crane to place it. I've not been back over there to see what they've done with it, but Sevenbrook is prefabricated. I think that's construction, right? That was modular, prefabricated.
Yep, prefabricated.
Sure. Yes. It's also very small too. It's like 600 square feet, so they're very tall, and it's been dropped there. If you don't know where that's at, it's basically right next to Wendy's, Shoney's, in front of Cracker Barrel. far as I know, there will not be a direct entrance off Mulberry, which is probably safer. So you'll have to come in.
It's kind of the overflow parking, correct?
Yeah, they bought the but it's basically, you'll see it right off Mulberry. You just won't be able to get to it off Mulberry. So they have not announced an opening date. I have heard August, which I think if the building's already in space in July, it's such a small staff. I think they only have like 4 people in there at a time because it's a really small building.
Yeah.
I would think August is probably doable. Like I hear these things go up quick. And reminder, Radcliffe, once E-Town's Wawa is done, they will start on Radcliffe. So by Radcliffe, friends in the back, your Wawa is on the way. That's just how they do it. They kind of focus on one and before they start the other. So Radcliffe's Wawa, I would bet, would probably hit full steam either not this month, definitely next month.
What about that story you were going to tease next week?
Oh yeah, so Planet Fitness. Phil and I will talk about that. I am going to be somewhere in the Gulf of America next week while y'all are doing the show. So I told Phil, hey, I'm not going to leave you empty-handed. So I went driving around the other day, found out that at the close of this show today, Planet Fitness and Radcliffe at Knox Boulevard will be closing. And they are consolidating into Wellness City in front of Planet Fitness in Elizabethtown. I believe Suntan City is undergoing a major rebrand. Good pictures of that. That just happened last week. So if you go out there, you see it says Wellness City. Well, it's still Suntan City. They didn't get bought out. They're just rebranding and reorganizing now for cryotherapy and red light therapy. So I will have more on that, especially since Glow Brands has such a huge presence in Hardin County.
At least we have lots of other gyms.
Oh yeah, we still got plenty.
Yeah.
The Old Fortress is on the way. We got the Iron Brigade gym they just opened.
Mm-hmm.
That's on Ring Road.
Is it just the is it just the Suntan City that's closing, or is it the Planet Fitness and Radcliffe also?
No, it's just Suntan City and Radcliffe. The one on Knox Boulevard.
Okay.
Or not.
It's Dixie and Knox.
Yeah. It's closing tonight. Today's their last day.
Okay.
And then it said that they were consolidating into E-Town, but basically, I don't know if they were big enough to add everything, but the E-Town Suntan City was rebranded as Wellness City, and the Radcliffe Suntan City will be closing. As far as I know, all the Planet Fitnesses are good to go.
I was with a group of veterans on Sunday, and they had asked me about the VA clinic, and they had said, we hadn't heard if it was official, and I was like, well, actually, they broke ground, and here's everything. And it was like a round of applause. They were so
I think it's
thrilled.
huge. People have been asking about it
massive.
for years. So even before I kind of got into this, I'd heard it when I was at the News Enterprise.
Yeah.
Heard it something had fallen through before. We got a few veterans in our audience, but I'm sure that it's going to be very well appreciated not having to drive to Louisville, not having to drive to Grayson County, not dealing with Fort Knox. So I think it's going to be massive.
One thing that's very exciting to me is obviously we've always seen Elizabethtown kind of grow right along Dixie, and now I'm starting to see this expansion out both wings. I mean, we had it out by the highway, but it's starting to fill in the gap between.
Oh, Ring Road is nuts.
I mean, it's
you can't go anywhere without either construction or a roundabout at this point.
Yep, very cool.
Sometimes both.
Sometimes, usually they accompany each other, like in
They
front
have
of
to.
Wawa. There's a big roundabout there.
Well, I
now.
did the roundabout out by the new Wawa. And
I
it
think
wasn't
it's
bad.
great.
I went right through it.
We have a very difference of opinion than the rest of our audience because they're not too happy about the roundabouts. I happen to love roundabouts.
Well, I have a Corolla, and Courtney's got a Versa, so we have small cars.
All right, guys. Well, Nate, thank you very much. That is our business update for the week. Now, you probably noticed that we're not at our usual setup today, right? We're not all behind different screens and different locations. As I mentioned earlier, we are live at HubHaus. We're on Main Street in downtown Elizabethtown. It's a restaurant, a brewery, and an arcade all under one roof. If you haven't been here, you're missing out. I mean, it's a truly special place. My kids and I love to frequent here, and it's a great place for gatherings and friends. So there's a real reason a place like this exists in downtown, and a little later we're going to sit down with the HubHaus team themselves, and we're going to get right into it. You're going to want to stick around for that interview. And before we're done, our experienced eaters, as I mentioned, are going to eat on camera.
We're not going to be the only ones. This is going to be a group effort.
We may have to
Still doing my month hard. I can't have.
Really?
Yeah. Today's the last day though, so that's
congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm so
after
proud
today,
of you.
then I can try the German and have a little bit of that.
Well, awesome. Well, John, that takes